What's up, everybody? What's up, MPK? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, let's hit the Discord with the notification. Seems like most people prefer Twitch over YouTube, I will say that. Super excited for the surprise. Hell yeah, hell yeah. What's up, Break? What's up, DG? What's up, KV? What's going on with Bitcoin right now? Okay, so today we got some announcements going on. Ooh, did we hit this hourly? Haven't hit that hourly yet. We went right back to that 5 minute that we were looking at. Right back to the split. And then it goes to our backside here, right? Yeah, so our target, we nailed it. Yeah. Oops. No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, we friggin' nailed this thing from last week. Not bad at all. Huh. Decent. We hit our hourly. Then we went right for our 15, our backside. That's sick. Long-term projection on Bitcoin? I think it's still moving down. Is it a surprise that your dad's finally coming home? I left your mom a long time ago. Sorry, I'm not coming home yet. Yeah, our targets hit perfectly. We went for the hourly, hit perfectly, went straight down. Yeah, it's good. So what, we hit this backside, right? Yeah, we hit the backside. I want to get a trigger to take this off, the convergence. Right, because you've got your 1 hour reverse, which was right here, and that misses. So that's fine. It's now laddering 15s. But why is it saying it hard closed? What are you on about? Well, that's not correct. That's fine though. This is the test environment. Backside. Yeah, that's marking properly. What up, Nitsa? Dude, man. Yeah, so okay, so today's the final day where REMM, I think, is going to be past all its tests. So REMM was actually working perfectly fine. And so the ticket prices on REMM are supposed to be, like for matches, are supposed to be 105. So this is supposed to be a $5 fee for this ticket tier, and this is supposed to be a $30 fee for this ticket tier. So these weren't set properly when we launched on mainnet. This was set to the same as this, because this it took the percentage of this being 10% and it applied it abroad. So this is $110 and this was $1,100. So that's an error. Those numbers are incorrect. So we had to redeploy, which took like 2 days, which is fine. Well, like a day, but it still takes 2 days because you have to identify it, etc., etc. So today's the last day that we are messing with REM, and then it's although it is up right now in the software, we're just resetting these contract prices down to the proper amounts. So yeah, REM will be like live and ready to be unlocked fully as of today, which is sick because finally after all this time, REM is like ready to go. We got some announcements to go through though today. So number one, I guess let's just get right back into it. Let me do a little bit of charting on Bitcoin here, and then I'm going to get right into it. We still have this hourly that's holding it down, right? Yeah, we still have this hourly. Yeah, and then we had this, which acts as that. It hits this hourly. Actually, it front ran that hourly, right? Like it never actually hits this. No, it doesn't hit it, but it does hit this hourly. That's fine. So it created a range off of this, which is also fine. That's, you know, it can do that. We're not really concerned about this hourly. Okay, well, let's keep the hourly, but let's kill the 4 hour here. Now let's go check these 4 hour levels. Yeah, because we had the reverse here, which is still in play, but it's back testing that reverse right now. Not important, really not important for the move. Really just looking for the continuation of this ladder down. So really this 4 hour becomes irrelevant, and it's actually right here. And you've got a reverse right here, which has already been testing pretty perfectly, or just laddering slightly off that one. Okay, so that's good. My long-term prediction for Bitcoin is that we go down to, I'm gonna have to activate, we have infinite charts on chart raters, but I don't have it activated right now in the test environment just for performance reasons. I have it cutting off here, which is like, I believe 1 year of data is what I prescribed it. Yeah, like 1 year of data, but we have infinite timeframes, even 1 minute down to the beginning of the charts. We have all timeframes completely unlocked on the chart raters engine, so which is sick. We have every single time frame. Okay, what's up, Athol Roy Kirian? I don't know what kind of name that is, but what's up, Athol? Yeah, so we've got a few announcements to make here. Today is going to be the welcome back stream, because I am going to be coming back to streaming here. I'm going to be streaming Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. On Fridays, I'm going to be doing group mentorships. So I'm going to be doing, well, not group mentorship, but I'm going to be doing like a knowledge session. It's going to be like a mentorship style session on Friday. So Fridays will be mentorship Fridays. Wednesday and Thursdays, we're going to be running chart raiders matches. So I'm going to be streaming 3 days a week, and Wednesday and Thursdays will be chart raiders matches, and then Fridays will be more of like a lesson archetype, so which is going to be fun, and I'm going to be doing it early in the morning before the NQ Open. So I think it's going to be fun as well to do it prior to the NQ Open, which I think will be very cool. So I'm going to be doing mentorship on stream, which is awesome. First time ever for me to do that. So people will be able to like ask questions, interact. What's up, Quick-On? People will be able to like ask questions, interact with me. You know, whether I probably won't be able to realistically answer every question, but I am going to be doing mentorship level charting on stream live on Fridays. So that's fun, because we're going to have mentorship Fridays. Now, as of tomorrow, we have, well, actually it's going to be functioning today, but yeah, anyways, tomorrow, everybody, if you're not on today because of time zones or whatever, tomorrow everybody will be able to start playing REM matches. So finally, and I'm going to be joining in on that. And we've got some community members. We've got iHevet and we've got Confused, who are also going to be running events and doing REM matches and just getting the community involved. And then we're going to be doing some other marketing as well to get users on chart raiders, which is cool. But yeah, there's been a lot of questions about marketing. Actually, people can, you know, feel free to ask me questions about marketing. Everybody's like, hey, are you going to market chart raiders? Short answer, no, I'm not marketing chart raiders. So you know, feel free to ask questions about that. I can discuss that after too, like the decision to not market it and why we don't market it. But like, yeah, we'll talk about that after. That's fine. First up, let's talk about anybody who pre-ordered, bought cases in the past software, anything like that, because I want to do a special announcement. Okay, so this is going to be above and beyond what we had already discussed with the community, and it was always the case that we were going to be, you know, when the game comes out, we'll be kind of upgrading people. So this is how it's going to work. Anybody who's unlocked one cosmetic item through cases. So if you've bought cases in the past and you've unlocked even one cosmetic item, you are going to get the full cosmetic item suite. Okay. So if you have even just like a border, a banner, anything, if you have bought cases in the past and you got something unlocked that's not raid coin, we will be giving you the full entire cosmetic package. So that's surprise number one. So anybody who has items in there, even if, like I said, even if you have one avatar, you're going to get every single item from the neodymium case. So you're getting like 16 cosmetics. Well, if you have one, you'll get 15 new ones. If you have three, you'll get 13 new ones. I think there's 16 total items in that case. So that's like our first surprise for the community. For launching this thing, getting it ready, is everybody who has even one single item, even just anything, even if it's a border color, you're getting every single cosmetic item that's available in the neodymium case. It's our way of saying thank you to the community for supporting. It's our way of saying thank you for hanging in there and waiting till this thing gets released, because now that it's released, people are going to start playing matches this week, and we're all on the same page. We're all in. Okay, so. Season 1 will be starting in the near future for Chart Raiders. Right now we're on what's called test season. So we're not recording results in MMR. We are, but it's a test leaderboard. So, for this first like month or so, you'll have 30 days to just like screw around with the leaderboard and see how you rank and things like that. So the leaderboard is going to be very cool. We're going to be able to see like, hey, we've got this player who finished first place 4 times in a row. How much MMR did they get? Now we have our calculator done. That's all good, but we also want the community to get comfortable with it, because once matches start turning, there are going to be real prizes for seasonal finishes. So I want everybody to have the time to get comfortable with that leaderboard, play, see how they rank, stuff like that, and then we'll start season 1 in like a month to 2 months, somewhere between 30 and 60 days after REMM launch. We just want to put our focus and efforts just towards the REMM launch and just to making sure everything is stable, running properly, and that everything is great. Okay. So that's the first announcement, is that anybody with a single cosmetic item is going to be getting the whole entire suite. Okay. Second announcement, and this is the big one. Whatever you have bought for a pre-order package or like the Raid Coin early supporter package, not only are you, I'm just going to use a simple number here. I'm going to use $100. Okay. Now take this number and apply it to your own. If you spent, although nobody spent $10,000, if you did spend $10,000, all you're going to do is add 2 zeros. So very simple. Okay. We're just going to use $100 because it's a nice round, easy number. Let's say you spent $100 on Raid Coin. You're still going to get that Raid Coin. So that's fine. That's being set to your account. Okay. Now, what we're going to do for our early supporters as a thank you to celebrate the REMM launch, we are doubling that over for you in sponsored tickets. So if you spent $100, you're going to get a $100 sponsored ticket on us. So you can go and enter a $100 match. If you spent $500, well, you're either going to get 50 $10 tickets, or we're going to give you 3 $100 tickets and 20 $10 tickets. We are going to be giving everybody in the community who spent any money on pre-orders at all as a thank you for understanding that it took us a little longer than we had hoped to release this thing, which realistically we had stayed in constant good contact with our audience. So like, I don't think there's anybody who's like, oh my God, this is so shit, it took so long. I think everybody's like on the same page there. So irrelevant, regardless to that, we are still going ahead and just saying, as a thank you to help us celebrate the launch, we are giving everybody who's ever spent anything on Raid Coin, you are going to get that in your account. Plus, we are doubling it over. What about the people that only bought Raid? Well, if you bought Raid, it served its purpose and you still have it in your account. You've unlocked skill tree lessons, you've bought cases with it. And if you bought cases with it and you got like 1 cosmetic item, you're now going to have all 16 cosmetic items. So even if you did buy Raid cases and you got 1 item, you're going to have like a whole suite of items now in your account. Give us a week to get this done, because we do need a week. It's not just a quick switch to flip. We have to go through every single account. We have to look at everybody's purchase history and say, okay, what did they spend? We have to award this specific thing to this specific person. We have to do it one by one. So we're just going to make a master list. We're going to be working on it all week, and we're just going to tackle it and send it to everybody over the course of a day or two. So give us a week to do this, and then next week everybody will have that in their accounts. Okay, we'll try to get to it sooner, hopefully before the week's end. But if you've spent, say, like $200 on Raid pre-orders, you're not only going to get that $200 worth of Raid, but we're giving you $200 of tickets. So we are doubling over whatever you purchased in tickets, just as a thank you to every single person who has been a part of this community, who has been here for the journey to help us celebrate. And we are really going to take care of the people who were here first. Okay. So like for everybody who's done anything with this project, you are going to get rewarded twice over. So thank you very much for your support. This is like a very happy thing that we get to do. I made this decision you know, a while ago, talked to the team about it, and everybody's like, yeah, you know, it's going to cost us a lot of money, but this is like what we should do for people. So that's perfectly fine, and we're happy with that, and we're comfortable, and that's our way of saying thank you to the community, because those are real tickets that you get to enter matches with, right? So that's like, hey, I got 5 $100 tickets. That's literally $500 of free match entries, and that's, again, this is just for us to say thank you. Where I have self-funded this thing since day one. Okay, it has cost me. Wait. Okay, sorry. Okay, before I go into this, I'll answer Captain Float. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Is the doubling for raid pre-purchase or money spent in the game so far? So if you've spent money in the game so far, Captain Float, the only thing you could have spent money on was like raid coin and cases. So if you spent money getting cases, you've already got your raid coin, you've already had it in your account, you still have it in your account, and you can spend it. If you opened any case, even with one item, you're gonna get all items. So like if you've bought cases in game, those have already served their purpose. So that's not for people who have bought cases. Like if you bought, say, like 10 cases, spent $50 and just ended up opening cases and all you got was raid coin, then no, you're not technically getting anything. But I don't know if there's anybody who falls under that like category. Do you know what I mean? Because it would be pretty rare that somebody bought cases and only got raid coin. So I think it covers like every single scenario, every single if you're somebody who bought a bunch of cases, only unlocked raid coin, and are like, hey, I spent like $100 on this, message me and I'll like hook you up with some free tickets. It's not going to be $100 worth of tickets because there's still that, like, you still got your raid coin and all that stuff. But if there's like a niche case, like, it's not like I'm going to be like, yo, go kick rocks and suck it. Your balance. What do you mean your balance break? Because like here, we're in chart readers. Like you have your raid balance here. So you've got your raid balance in the shop, right? Like you go to your shop, you can see your raid balance. What do you mean your balance? I'm not sure what you mean by your balance. You have like matches you can go and claim your amounts. Like, is that what you mean when you say balance? Like how much money you can claim? You have like year-to-date earnings. You have your ability to claim all your match prizes. Like you just go here and you hit claim button, and then it like kicks you over to like take your money, and then it just puts it right into your MetaMask for you. So like, what do you mean by balance? Are you talking about your MetaMask balance? Because that wouldn't be like a chart reader's balance. That would be like a MetaMask balance. But if you mean raid coin, yeah, we added that in the shop. So you're not going crazy, by the way. That wasn't there a week ago. We added that. So you're not going crazy if you're talking about raid coin. That wasn't there like a week ago. So you're good, man. If you're talking about your MetaMask balance, then okay. So let's say you're talking about your MetaMask balance. You can see that in your settings. Like here, let me turn on my screen. Like you can see your MetaMask settings here. Like I have 12 USDC in this specific account. So like if you go to settings, you can see your MetaMask balance, if that's what you mean. If you go to shop, you can see your raid balance. But if you're talking about something else, like totally cool, just let me know. Yeah, that's right. I didn't see it first. Yeah. But yeah, you meant raid. Yeah. So that was a big misstep on my part. I was like, oh my God, we released it and people like, where do I see the raid balance? I'm like, what do you mean, where do you see the raid balance? And then I looked, I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot to put the raid balance in. Hoy vey. And so that was like that. So like, you're not going crazy. So we have anybody who's purchased anything, we are going to be giving you tickets as a thank you. Let's talk about sponsored tickets. Okay. So you go here, you do this, you go to REMM matches. You will be able to use a sponsored ticket like this when you guys launch a software, guys and gals. Okay, so you're gonna pick whichever like tier you want. So like for example, I go here, I do $1,000 ticket, checkout, confirm purchase. I have $1,000 ticket, but I have 0 sponsored tickets. So like your sponsored ticket is going to be grayed out. You can't actually use a sponsored ticket if you don't have them. Okay, let's say we go and purchase like 6 sponsored tickets. Okay. Let's do that. Let's get 6 sponsored tickets. All right. We now have 6 sponsored tickets for the $1,000 match type, right? So you just like click off, click on, it'll update for you. you're going to be able to use your sponsor. Sorry, I'm just reading chat at the same time. Shadow saying, hey, okay, let me read that after. I'm getting overstimmed. Okay. To use a sponsored ticket, we have a threshold because we have to pay for the sponsored ticket. We have a threshold for people to use sponsored tickets. Okay. So for 1 in every 20 entrants, 1 sponsored ticket can be used. Okay. So I want people to understand the way our sponsored ticket system works, so they don't be like, hey, how come I can't use my sponsored ticket? We open up spots, we open up seats. Right now, these are all saying 0 seats, but we will open up seats for people to use a sponsored ticket for every 20 entrants. That means we take half the profits of that match. So for example, you have a $10 ticket. There must be $20 of profit in this game mode for us to run the sponsored ticket, because we have to have at least our ability to cover things like our data fees, our salaries, the company, any costs there are, right? So in order to use a sponsored ticket, there must be 20 players in a match. Okay, so that means that you are going to go and enter a match, and if it says 0 out of 15 entrants, meaning that only 15 people can enter this match, or let's say 14, you will not be able to use a sponsored ticket to join this match type. Let's say there's 21 people, so you can use a sponsored ticket. In order to use your sponsored ticket, you will have to click sponsored ticket. You will have to own a regular ticket and a sponsored ticket. So you can't, if you go like this and you have, let's say you have no $1,000 tickets, but you have 6 of these, okay? You can't enter this match type. This won't allow you to enter if you only have sponsored tickets. Now, this is our debug environment. Okay, this is not the live software. This is our debug environment. It is showing that we can enter this match. We will not be able to enter this match unless we also own a regular ticket. This account right now has 0 regular tickets. You must own a regular ticket type and the sponsored ticket type match. Okay. And we have to do it that way for technical reasons. Okay. So let's say there's 21 people and all 21 click use sponsored ticket. Okay. Let's say so it's for example, this has 2 sponsored ticket spots available. So I'm going to take 1 spot and then somebody else can take another. Doesn't mean other people can't click on it. It means that both spots have been claimed. So if you see this and it says seats 2 and it was let's say it was 39 out of 40 and there's 2 seats available still and you haven't queued yet and there's 2 seats available. Okay, you're at 39 out of 40. You click this, you take in 1 seat, you hit enter queue, you're 40 out of 40. Only 1 sponsored ticket has been used. You will get your sponsored ticket used. Okay, if everybody clicks this button, only 2 people, because we'd have technically 2 seats for this type, let's say it's 40 people, only 2 people get to use their sponsored ticket. Okay, that is decided by who used a sponsored ticket last. So let's say Captain Float used a sponsored ticket 2 days ago, and he's used 2 sponsored tickets in his lifetime, because we also have a counter. And then Quagon has only ever used 1 sponsored ticket, but he used that today. Because Captain Float had 2 sponsored tickets already used, Quagon will automatically get priority. So it goes to the person who has the least amount of sponsored tickets used, who has used theirs the furthest in the past. And once they've used a ticket, they would go up to 3 tickets used. So everybody who has only 2 sponsored tickets in their lifetime used would then be given priority over Captain Float. Okay, so I just want to explain the way that sponsored ticket system works so people don't start clicking sponsored ticket, use a sponsored ticket, and then they're like, what the fuck, Cotton? I can't get in a match with my sponsored ticket. You must own a regular ticket and a sponsored ticket. And you must be up in the priority of queue in order to use that sponsored ticket. If you are not up in the priority of queue, but nobody else has clicked that sponsored ticket, it will still use yours. So if you've used 3 and everybody else has used 2, but nobody else has sponsored tickets, your counter will just go to 4. And then the people who have 2, they'll get selected as priority first. So we made this system so that everybody has equal and fair chances to use sponsored tickets. And at the end of the day, you'll end up using them all, right? Because you'll end up having matches where people don't use any sponsored tickets. Sponsored tickets, we don't give sponsored tickets out just to give them out. It's not like a marketing thing where we're just like, here's 10,000 free sponsored tickets to this streamer. We're not doing that. So sponsored tickets are as real money because we pay for that out of the profit. So in a $10 match, if there's 20 entrants, 1 person uses a sponsored ticket, we have $20 of profit in that match to run that match because it's 20 tickets times $1. We have to pay that $10 for that ticket because we cannot adjust the prize pool because somebody used a sponsored ticket. So we will pay half of our profits out to sponsored tickets. So this is as good as real tickets. And for that reason, we don't just give these out. I am doing this as a one-time thank you for the support. Sponsored tickets won't be given out. You can grind them through sponsored matches and REM prize pools. That's a long road though. Like our prize pools for raid are like $400 per match, and that's like first place gets like 200, second place gets like 100. So like if you got first place, and 200 is like, I just as an example, you could buy two $10 tickets if you got 200. That's our daily budget. We do 400 raid on a daily budget. So each match, if we're running 10 matches, it means there's a 40 raid prize pool to be split between all the players. So if you have 75 people, imagine this is just like 3 digits. This is 442.5. The first place in this case would get, and this isn't 64, it's 33%. First place would get enough to buy one ticket, one $10 ticket, for example. So it's not like that easy to get sponsored tickets. Hey Con, it's me, Shadow. Does the raid coin that I have on my MetaMask, do I have to add it to my chart raiders account? You need to contact Alex S. We've been sending emails and notifying the community for like 3 months about this. So you contact Alex S and she will set you up and transfer it over for you. So yeah, you just message Alex S. She's one of the moderators in Discord. She's the CEO of the company. You message her, she'll sort you out. She'll get you like your transfer over, and all your raid coins set into your account. And then we'll send you the tickets next week when we're all through that. So that is our way of saying thank you to the community. That is our way of getting everybody who's waited for so long for this to show them our appreciation. I'm going to be coming back to streaming Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, starting this week. I'm going to be doing mentorship lessons on Fridays on stream. And we're going to start looking at chart raiders. Now, let's talk about marketing, because everybody wants to know about marketing, like what we're doing for marketing. I know that's like a big topic that always occurs. Oh, what happened here? Did we just spike a level? Yeah, we did. We broke through that 15. What did we go to? The next 15? What did we go to? Yeah, the next 15. Okay. Where's that hourly? The hourly's up there. Okay, no problem. So, okay, we went from 115 to the next. So we tested this 15, we went up, we tested this 15. Okay, perfect. So we're just going 15 to 15. So like hourly offsetting off the 15. Perfect. Does nobody read the email? Come on. Oh, DG, it happens a lot. Trust me, it happens a lot. Cool feature on this: when a level is broken and tested and done, it fades out, so it's not, you know, on your screen anymore, but it's still there if you want to see like where the level was. So that's a cool little feature that we have there. I wonder if this level, no, it was a backside that got punched. Okay, no problem. So yeah, this week, starting Wednesday, we're going to be streaming. It's going to be an earlier stream. So I'm going to be doing like a 6 a.m. stream so I can catch the NQ open. So I can catch the all the opens in all the markets, right? Like I want to catch the NQ open. I want to catch Bitcoin when it's early in the day. I want to catch gold. I want to catch Forex. I want to catch that stuff early in the day. So I'm coming back to streaming 3 times a week. So that's hype, and it's starting this week. So in 48 hours, we'll have another stream. Well, like less than 48 hours, but you know what I mean, in 2 days. It's Monday today, so Wednesday, like at like 6 a.m.-ish. It's 10:30 a.m. for me right now. So 4.5 hours before right now. That's, you know, as accurate as I can get. Okay, let's talk about marketing, because everybody always asks me about marketing. What are we doing for marketing? Nothing. We're not doing anything. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing it, DG, because people who are in Europe are, I want to be able to hit their markets too. And then I want to be able to bridge the community to be able to play REM matches. And I'm going to be spending some time in Europe this year. Actually, we're going out to Europe for a little bit. So I'll be changing stream times, you know, in a couple months or whatever. I'm going to be taking a few months to go visit Ireland, where my family's all from. So I'm going to be out in Ireland for a little bit this year. Obviously, I'll take my laptop and stuff. Chart raiders will be running. Everything will be all normal and all that. But I'll be in Europe. I'll be in Ireland for a little bit this year. A little later on in the year. Not anytime soon, but a little later on in the year. I'm going to spend some time out in the lands of the Ires, Ireland. My family's all from there. All my grandparents and everything. So time to connect back with my roots, I suppose, as you say it. So let's talk about marketing. We are not marketing specifically we're doing like underground marketing. I guess, what does that mean? What's the best way I can explain this? Okay, it's like this. We were able to keep our fees and costs as low as they are, because what I refuse to do with chart raiders is I refuse to go and tell a bunch of people, hey, you should stream our software, we'll pay you, we'll give you free match tickets, we'll do this. You know, companies like BitGet and everybody else who has people like Messi as their mascots, the money has to come from somewhere. The reason they can afford people like Messi to market for them, and they have poster boys and their BitGet shit everywhere, is because they charge an arm and a leg in fees. I don't want to get into that. I truly believe that people will play this product, love it, and then it will grow naturally on its own. The second we start getting into, hey, let's make a deal with this person, guess who pays for it? People do. People do with fees. We have chopped our fees down to almost nothing. We only make $1 per match per user. It's not that much when you consider salaries and data and the 5 years of development and the millions of dollars. Like, I'm not going to be break even on chart raiders until this thing fucking pops like crazy. I'm not even going to be break even. And then I have to worry about paying salaries, expanding the team, etc. If we start marketing and superseding that, could we grow faster? Yes. But you know who's going to pay for that? All of you. All of you, because we'll have to up the fees. Because the way I've designed this product is to be very slim. We have very minimal fees. And because we have minimal fees, we don't have a lot of extra money for marketing, right? So it's not something that I want to do. And I don't want to have, because that defeats the purpose of chart raiders, is to go and, you know, listen, we have had investors come to us who have offered us 10 million, 20 million, 25 million. We've been approached by billionaires, by one billionaire. I won't say billionaires, by a billionaire. We got approached by a billionaire. We got approached by investors. We constantly are getting approached to have people say, we want to get involved in this company. One of the people who wanted to get involved in this company, they wanted us to spend $9 million a year on marketing. Who was it? Well, I can't. So I'm not going to say who it was. I don't think that's good etiquette, nor is it very professional. Maybe one day on a podcast, I'll like show the contract, show the proof, talk about it. But until then, that's fine. And if people are really sticky about that, like, Cotton, you're a liar, I can just blur out names and show the contracts. Not a big deal. Not something I'm going to do right now on the spot, though, because I'm not prepared for it. But anyways, if it was some big thing where people were like, who was it? You're lying. I'll just like, very easy. Every billionaire is well known. So like, when you mean well known by public eye, no, we're not talking about like, they were a sports team owner. That's what I'll say. They own a sports team and they're a billionaire. Okay. So like, are they well known? Like, every billionaire is well known. Like, are they a public figure? Like, they're in the public, but they're not one of these people like Elon Musk who's tweeting out and it is like a big spotlight. You know, it's not anybody who does like media of any type. Let's put it that way. Okay. So that's what I'll say. So like, look, we've been approached by consulting firms to have their clients invest big money. We've had like Abu Dhabi money come who have said, we want to be involved in this. And they always come with, let's put $9 million a year in marketing. Do you know who pays for that? You guys will pay for that. We will have to up fees and I will not fucking do it. I'd rather see this project crash to the ground or be like a small user base, which it's not going to be. It's going to be massive. Chart Raiders is going to grow with or without marketing. It is a one-of-a-kind project, and it is a one-of-a-kind product that people will fall in love with all over the world. But the second we start doing that kind of like, hey, let's give out free sponsored tickets to influencers, let's pay people. The users pay for that. The users pay for that. That's all hidden with exchanges. We are transparent and it's as upfront as humanly possible. We have like zero behind the scenes knowledge that people don't know about, unless it's like IP or stuff, features we haven't shown the public, because it's supposed to be excitement. It's supposed to be hype. Outside of that, we are as transparent as can be. Okay. So I don't want to get into paid marketing because I won't be the one paying for it. The users will through fees. And I don't think that's smart. I don't think it's smart because it defeats the purpose of using chart raiders in one way to avoid the fees. Although I think honestly, we could charge 25% fees on every tier and we would still be fucking flying with users, because the reality is there's still not a product out there. People don't use chart raters because it's cheaper in fees. It is just one of the many great bonuses, one of dozens of reasons why people would play on chart raters instead of an exchange, right? It's just one of dozens of features why. We could get away with 25%. We could probably get away with 30 or 40% because we have a product that nobody else has. Not the point. That's also predatory and not good business practice. Chart raters has never been designed to be that type of product. It has never been designed to be a profit maxing thing. It's always been designed by me to be this community tool that will grow into this big, massive product one day. So like, that's why we're not marketing. With that said, though, we do rely on our community to help us market. So anybody who wants to make like Reddit threads, make videos, any way to spread the word, please help us out, do that, because it helps us keep the fees cheaper. It helps us keep the fees cheaper if we can grow it naturally, which is where I want to be at. I don't want to have to do like this marketing thing where we up the fees to offset that cost. It's better to leave it super slim, as trimmed down as it can be, cheap fees, and that's it. And chart raters will go to be worth billions of dollars. We've already had investors offer us tens of millions of dollars for a small amount of percentage. We're talking like, one of the offers was 25 million for 10%. We said no. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I could have set myself for life with $25 million. It wasn't worth it. Not worth it. I'm not going to do that. We make the team we make the decision as a team together. Me and our CTO and COO, we make that decision as a team. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to get in bed with one of these corporations and to lose control. That's not worth it. Like, would I take an investor if they had the same ethical compass as me and weren't looking at it as a predatory thing where they could just expand into more markets? Yeah, for sure I would, but that's pretty rare. Most people who want to invest come in with their big ideas and want things done their way. I'm not willing to do that. I've already self-funded this thing. I don't need help from anybody. I've already spent millions and millions and millions of my own money on this thing. I'm not going to take an investor, and I'm not rich either. I have just worked my ass off. I'm not playing any match right now. Right now, I'm just charting. I'm just charting, talking about announcements, and announcing my return to stream. DG. I'll be running matches on Wednesday, though, with the community. I think it would be fun to do some 1v1s against people, see how you fare against Cotton. I think that would be a fun thing, 1v1s. I also think it would be fun to do. I'll likely just be focusing on REMM matches, but I think I'll like mix it up. And as the stream grows, I think I'll be doing like one-on-ones. But right now, I'm going into full-time. Everything else is wiped off my slate, and right now it's full-time marketing. It's full-time, all hands on deck chart raters, it's streams, it's social media, it's just everything marketing. That's what I'm doing full-time now. Honesty, thanks Bonga. Yep, I refuse to. Could this thing grow? Could we be set for life right now because we've got this product that everybody in the industry wants? Yeah. Could we take an investor? Yeah. It's not worth it. It's honestly, honest to God, it's not worth it. Honest to God, not worth it. I'm going to look through one of these contracts, see if I can post it. I've got to scratch out like all the stuff. Ugh, this is annoying. Hmm. What else do I have to like? I just have to read through this. I'm gonna post one of these investment things, but I just have to go through this and just like, you know what if I just blank out instead of sitting here? I'm just gonna blank out the whole bottom clause section. I'm just gonna scratch it all the fuck out. That's easy, that way I don't have to read through it. Just making sure there's nothing else in this that could be. I mean, it looks okay. I don't see any like. I'll just read through this one more time. So people can see like what it looks like. Well, I mean, look, a lot of it is scratched out, but anyways, let me post this. This is one we got in March. Let me double check. This is one we got in March for 10 million, an offer for 10 million. So this is like, where's my stream? 1 second. There we go. This is one of the offers we got. I just turned it down because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So this is, you know, I've concealed all the information, but yeah, we get stuff like this. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to entertain that. 15-minute is right here to reverse. You're in a match right now. Why is it ranking? No, this is just our test environment. So this is, you can see I have $0. I can refresh our test environment and it'll reset everything. This is our test, and this is where I test the software. This is a test environment for us. Things like features like trade delay, peak meter, things like that. This is a test environment for us. Yes, no, it's not only going to be BTC. We're going to be adding lots of assets. We want to stabilize matches first. We want to get REMM cranking, and then we're going to be showing NQ in the future. We're going to be adding NQ. We're going to be adding gold. We're going to be adding assets that people want us to add. We're not going to have just this like open pool of every asset. That is really pointless, and it just gets away from the idea of chart raiders. But we absolutely want to support people being able to use, say, like, for example, you want to trade NQ instead of Bitcoin because your preference is there. No problem. Easy for us. We just have to do it, you know, the right way. It's not as easy as just clicking a button. You know, in order for us to get NQ, we have to go for our SOC 2 licensing first. SOC 2 licensing costs about 300K because we also have to have what's called a gaming lab skill test. So we have about 300K before we have SOC 2. And then once SOC 2 is done, we'll have like another 80K to get the licensing for NQ. So we're like 400,000 out from doing that. So like once we make enough to profit to, you know, when we have an extra $400,000 in the company, we'll add NQ. And then we'll do the same thing with like gold and, you know, the other assets that people want. So yeah, absolutely planning on adding it. It's just, you know, we start with Bitcoin here first, let the company make some money. And then when we have profits, then we just start adding those other features. Right now, we're working on getting our candlestick engine out, which is this right here is what you're seeing. So this is the next feature to come out, which is a candlestick engine. It's going to take a few months. It is a massive lift, and it's going to be 10 times the performance of something like TradingView. So we are making it a standalone SDK. We are not making it as a plugin to our software. We're making this as a standalone SDK so that it is not only usable by us, but we can license it out to the industry, because everybody will use chart raiders charts one day. Everybody will use this candlestick engine one day. The entire industry will use it, I think. So we're building it as an SDK. That takes a lot of time. Not so easy to do that. So yeah, it's gonna be sick, Moon, like super sick. And so yeah, if anybody wants to help us market, talk about us on Reddit, make videos, anything, play REM matches, you know, what I want from my community is tomorrow, once we have REM matches going, we're gonna start doing community events. And yeah, the candles look sick, man. Like, you know, if I show on replay mode what it looks like look at this. Take profit hit. Yeah, that's a bug. That's fine. This is our test environment anyway. That's fine. Take profit hit. Yeah, 192 bucks. Look at that. Cheated the system. You know, on replay mode, you can really see the candlestick engine shine. Like if we go here and take a look at what it does, like you can really see like how amazing it is. No more tick data. Everything is like super fluid. Everything's animated. Levels are showing. You know, every candle has its own emotional responses, whether it goes fast or slow, slows down, speeds up, has like closing animations. This is just, you know, watching the candles on replay. We can speed it up a little bit. You can see like how they have like different speeds of movement. This is what day trading always needed, was the emotion behind the candlesticks. So, you know, this, you can see it here, speed it up even more, maybe emphasize it even more. You'll see like some things go fast, slow, you know, based on how, and remember, this is one candlestick per second. So it's a little like wingy right now. It looks fast, and it is fast, you know, like it is fast right now because it is one candlestick per second, right? So. Oof, level hit. That was a quick rise. Double clicking candlesticks to get into deeper time frames. The whole entire industry will use this engine one day, if we let them. $15-minute hold level, yeah. Okay. Did it have replay option now? Yep. It does, as we just went through it. Trading view is so slow and laggy today as well. Trading view is horrible. Trading view is horrible. This is being developed as the thing that will take over the day trading industry. So, yeah. Right now, what I need from my community is I need everybody running REM matches as soon as we have them up tomorrow. We should technically have them up in a few hours, but I'm telling people tomorrow because I know there's going to be some people asleep and stuff like that. But we will have REM matches up and running today. Like we will have that going on today. Right now, we are just deploying the new smart contract for the new fees, and that's it. And so, like, we're ready to go, everybody. We're ready to run REM matches. I'm ready to market this thing. I'm ready to be on stream. I'm ready to be playing matches with the community. I'm going to be doing 1v1s for people who want to test themselves against Cotton Candy TA. We're going to fucking do it, man. We're going to do it. I'm going to be streaming on weekends. We want to do Saturday nights. You guys as the community have to let me know what you want me to do. I can absolutely commit to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mornings. Friday mentorship, Wednesday and Thursday, quick look at the markets and do just a nice little match or two. But if we want like bigger Saturday events, like Saturday night, I start streaming at like 5 p.m. and we do 1v1s versus Cotton for like tournaments, just for like, you know, in our community. We're getting back to old school, man. We're getting back to like D&D style. We're getting back to old school. Just like, you're gonna have tournaments on written on paper sheets. We're not doing it in the software. We're not doing it like that. Those features are in the software. They're there. We have a leaderboard in the software. This is the new leaderboard screen, by the way. We have a skill tree in the software. This is the new skill tree screen, by the way. This is the new character screen, by the way. All of these things are being implemented right now. This is the new friends screen, by the way. We have those things, but we can also do like really cool, fun, let's see who can beat Cotton in a 1v1. If we want to run like people in a row and we want to do some kind of like cool prize or something like that. I don't know, but we can do whatever we want. So clean, looks better than Trading View. Yeah, it's sick. This engine is everything. It's absolutely everything. So what I need from people is I need people playing REM matches right now. No, this is only in my test area, GG. Same with things like the features like double click a candlestick to see lower time frames and stuff. Like here's a 5-minute level. If I double click, it reveals the 3-minute levels. If I double click a 3-minute level, it reveals the 1-minute levels. So like that's all right now. This is just in my test environment. We are adding this right now. This is a massive lift to do this. You know, you want to see like, hey, where's my 15-minute levels? So you go here and then, oops, I had a level up there. You know, go here, see 15-minute levels and be like, hey, we got a 15-minute level here. Cool. Double click the level. Nice. Now you got your 5-minute levels showing. Okay, we hit a 5-minute combo. Nice. Double click. We got a 3-minute combo. Okay, 3 minutes missed. We're good. Like that, right? Now we can just go to lower time frames. There's our 5-minute level that we marked. Here's our 3-minute level that we marked. Bang, done, easy. Delete them, done. Oh, actually, let's go back. Let's Control Z that. Look at this, 5-minute level. Awesome. 15-minute level. Awesome. Double clicking in my chart is so clean. Can't wait to use that. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Makes it more fun. Yep. This double click is the best. Yeah, it's, and like some cool things about the double click. If we want to take a look, double click here daily. This is your 4-hour. Cool. Let's do this. Notice how up here it shows you what time frame you're on. So if I double click this now, go to an hourly. Notice how it grows. So like you can go back to the 4, and it's just like a nice visual anchor for that, right? Go to the 4, go to the 1, double click this, go find the combo 15. Notice how we're at the 15-minute time frame up here. Like this like little graphic is hovered over whichever time frame you're on, right? Double click this, go find that combo, double click this. That combo's the same. 1 minute is right there. Escape, see what happened. Look. 1-hour combo, delete, delete, delete. We're on 1-hour time frames. Look at the usability for that. Let's go to 1-hour time frame, see if we can find the trail. We got this 1 hour here was the rat. Off this 1 hour here. Look, there's that 1-hour trail right there. Here's your next level. Yeah, it held. Went back and tested a second time, go for the reverse. Yeah, reverse held. Look how easy that trail was to find. Go to your next time frame. You have here, here, here. You have the 1-hour inverse. You have the split. You've back tested the inverse. You know it's a 1-hour trail. This is your next target right here. Easy. Or your 1-hour inverse here. You've already identified like bang, bang, bang. Super easy. What time frame am I supposed to use? Done. Easy. Easy. Done. Yeah, the update is slow, but that's, you know, it's just the update. Like just you run the updated updates. It's, yeah. We just have it seeding slow so that it doesn't cost us an arm and a leg. Yeah, it'd take you like 20 minutes to update it, but that's fine. It's not a huge, it's not gonna like make or break the software if it takes a little longer to upload. We'll up it in the future, but you know, right now we're just cutting costs by having it be slow. The double click is the best. Yeah, and it's so sick. I love it. Hey, it's Final Fantasy. Yeah, I just really want people to understand that with stuff like this, I turn these things down when we get offered like $10 million because you know what this comes with? Yes, this would be insanely helpful, and yes, this would solve all the money problems. Not that we have money problems, but like, look, I have to pay for this stuff out of pocket. I'm not rich. I grind my ass off for every cent that I have. This would solve a lot of problems. But you know what I would have to do in order to take this? Yes, my life would be set and I would be personally free. You know who wouldn't be free? Everybody who plays chart raiders for the rest of their lives, because we will get on the wheel of upping fees to subsidize any like idea that comes into our business. So I just want people to realize that we get offers like this for chart raters, for shares of the company. We had a $25 million offer for 10% of the company. I own 100% of this company. I'm not willing to have an investor unless they are actually somebody who adds value and doesn't have these insanely stupid like marketing expectations. I'm not willing to do that. So I just want people to realize that we get offers like this and I turn them down so that I can protect our community, because that money would like allow me to fuck off and not retire. It's only $10 million, but it would allow me to just live comfortably for the next 20 years. Like I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in selling out my vision. I would rather struggle month to month, check to check. I would rather go on this month, every month. I'm like, how am I going to pay for dev this month? It's like 20K this month. How am I going to pay for dev? How can I do it? I don't know, but I got to fucking make money. So I would rather sit there and grind and leave sleep and stress about it for fucking as long as I have to protect this project. I would rather see this thing burn and be shut down before I take an investor and just be another person who's polluting the industry. Fuck that. I will not do that. You want a pre-order badge? No, you're not getting one, it says. Absolutely not. We don't have titles or anything yet. That's something we're adding in the future, is titles. Actually, if you go look here, look, it's already built into the game. See this Ghost Raider? What you won't notice on your account is if I go to character and if I go to cosmetics, we have a title right here. See, specialist, Ghost Raider. Who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind one day and you'll get a special title for the pre-orders. But this is already in the works. So yeah, it says you're on the right path. It's just, yeah, I'm not making any announcements about that. Great Foundation is going to create a nice seed to chart raters to grow. Can't wait until it's standalone charting software. Could quickly become dominant. Oh God, it's going to destroy the industry for sure. Like it's going to take over. I have no doubt in my mind about that. It's just, you know, we got to get there properly first, and it just needs like really strong leadership. And as long as, you know, I can stay strong and the community supports, we're good. Yeah, you can see them after, Breaker. Oh, this is some pretty intense music. Whoa, that was intense. That got crazy. Just hit the rat and it's pulling off of it. So the, oh, it didn't even hit the rat. It hit the hell. It's the hold. It's not over yet though. So to have emblems like Call of Duty. So that's also something that's in the works. Actually, MPK. There's just certain features I want to release first. So one of the cool features, I don't even know if I want to talk about it. Oh, there's that 1 minute just got spiked on. Look how fast that like little turner. Look how exciting that was. Holy shit. You guys see that? Guys and girls, it went down, spiked right up, pulled back. Like this makes charting fun. Ooh, some dead stops there. I wonder what it's doing. It must be hitting like some pretty big orders. Ooh, ooh, it's like dead stopping. So interesting. I wonder what, there must be like pretty crazy orders on the book that are getting hit, because this is like dead stopping. I very rarely see a dead stop like that. See, I usually see like a pullback, a little bit of an easing and an out like that. You'll also notice there's like a green glow behind the candlesticks when it starts to move up in price and a red glow when it's moving down. Oh, it's so interesting. It's so fun to just watch like the personality of a candlestick. That one's done. What do we got here? Oh, little crawl. Okay. Are we going to start moving up? Ooh. It's a slow move up. It's a one order. Somebody punched it and then it's like, okay, new orders flowing in. It's doing these hard stops. It's so interesting. It must be hitting like big buy walls right now. Not big ones, but ones that are there. So interesting. This is another couple little like points that it's like, ooh, see how it's green behind it? It's starting to move up a little bit. It goes green a little bit behind it. Ooh, just punched right through. Whew. Dude, look at this. Look at these two candles. It hits the one and just sinks. 14% is not that bad. It's not that big, but it's there. Like from here to here. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, a little battle. That is interesting and hints at data inside maybe. Yes, it does. Exactly. There's a very complex mathematical engine running behind this to relay emotion into candlestick movement. Can only get better in time. Yep. Stops dead. So yeah, that's the state of chart raiders this week. That's what's going on. We're getting into like new territory with this community, new territory with chart raiders, all of that. It's very exciting right now. I wanted to come on stream today. That's pretty much all I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be getting off in a minute or two because I have to go do a crazy amount of work. But yeah, if the community, anybody who wants to help with marketing in any way, it's all appreciated. We need to get the word out. I so wholeheartedly thank the community for always just like waiting and being patient and everything. But like we're there, everybody. We're there. We're doing it right now. Like it's we're in a very interesting moment. And you know what? I will make a mention of something before I go. I think there's a lot of opportunity, and you know, it's interesting because I talked with a team about this for quite some time over the last 2 days. Every single streamer that I've ever watched, whether it be XQC, who started out on Overwatch, whether it be Landmark, who started on Escape from Tarkov, whether it be Moxie, who is somebody who played with XQC. Like I could go down my list. Like I watched Summit 1G. I used to watch him on Justin TV on CS 1.6. It doesn't matter who the streamer is. The way that streaming works is that people make careers off of brand new games. It's how Kriparian made his career off of old school Diablo and Warcraft. He made like a sick run. He made like a world first run. I believe it was hardcore mode in Diablo 3, and he wasn't that well known, but he was still pretty decent. But he, you know, he started doing some Diablo 3 stuff, like pretty crazy runs on Diablo 3. Any streamer you watch literally got their start from streaming a game that was up and coming. And like, I'm just going to use a random name. Bongapop is here. Bongapop. All of a sudden, Bongapop is streaming chart raiders for like 17 people. Nobody else took the opportunity to stream. He's streaming for 17 people. Some big streamer like Soda Poppin comes in. Soda Poppin made his name off of Warcraft. I think Soda Poppin was around a little bit before that. He might have come from YouTube. I don't know Soda Poppin's beginning of his journey. But anyways, he's cool anyways. Someone like Soda Poppin comes in, starts streaming, brings 10,000 people. You know what happens? Everybody who comes from Soda Poppin stream goes, they click the channel because they're like, well, we don't want to watch Soda doing some bullshit tutorial mode, because Soda's going to come in and he's going to be like, oh, cool, look at this. I've got all these tutorials I have to go through. They're not going to want to do that. They're going to go and they're going to see who the next streamer, who is the authority because they have the most audience, even if it's only 10 people watching you. Those streamers will go and they will look for somebody like Bongapop or Nitsa or KV or whoever, and they will look to them as the authority because they're like, okay, this is somebody who plays this looks cool, let me go watch their stream. All of a sudden, somebody who has like 10 or 20 streamers will get hit with like 1,000 or 2,000 people in their stream, and that career from that moment on is launched for life. So when we get in the industries, and this is another reason why I refuse to market, when we get in the industries, a brand new video game that comes out, you have a very high potential to become the authority of that and set yourself on a streaming career. When you take that idea and you then go to do something like chart raiders, which will be around for a very long time, you are not only getting the capitalization of a brand new game that's come out, something interesting and fun for people to watch, but you now are getting to be the authority on a project that will be around for decades. So you have like a double window out. This is a very unique moment for people to be streaming this title, because as the CEO of the company, I'm not taking that for myself. I won't become a major household streamer. I am streaming for the next little while to start to kick things off, to have people. I can host people as well. When my streams are done, I'll pick somebody who's playing chart readers and I'll host them. But this is where somebody will be able to pick up on the opportunity, and there will be massive careers made where people will make 6 and 7 figures just off of streaming if they get in now at the right time. Because I'm telling everybody, and everybody who has a streamer, that I don't care if it's Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tatman, I can go through my list of people I watch on stream. Like, let me pull it up. I'll go through my whole list. Every single one of them started with a brand new game. I'll go and get my list of people I watch. RDU, yep, he started with Hearthstone. Beater Babbitt, Hearthstone. Lex Valdhouse, Poker. Seville, Hearthstone. Jelly Peanut, he's a small streamer still. Justin, just 9N, so Justin. He played Counter-Strike with Summit. Forsen, I can't remember how Forsen got his start. Super TF, he got his start playing Overwatch. Like, literally every single streamer. Jeef, Hearthstone, XQN, Hearthstone, Summit, Counter-Strike. And they were all nobodies. MoTV, Counter-Strike. Pastilli, Escape from Tarkov. Landmark, Escape from Tarkov. Shroud was an exception because Shroud came from the professional world of Counter-Strike. So you do have like your rare one-off exceptions, but like that's, of course, they're already pro gamers. Right? So like, I just want people to realize that who are part of this community. There is a real opportunity, and I would love to see that go to community members, not some people who haven't been here for this 3, 4, 5 year journey. And they just find out, they start streaming and they take that. There is going to be a massive amount of stream opportunity. So yes, this helps us market chart raiders, but also this is something that is extremely valuable for anybody who has ever wanted to be in digital media. You have an opportunity right now with chart raiders to be in the world, like a world first release of a brand new genre that will capitalize markets. So like, I'm just saying, like, take it or don't take it. I'm all happy to help people who stream. I'll host you, do whatever. It's good for our marketing. Yes, these are all truths. But what is also a truth is that the fact that people need to take advantage of this is a once in a lifetime opportunity with streaming a generationally first IP. This isn't just like the next Call of Duty. There are no day trading video games out there. This is the start of a new genre in gaming. So like, take it so other people don't. Like, trust me, be the authority in this. You know, and we're gonna have, like, when Chart Raider starts making money, we're gonna have prize pools for our esports. We're gonna be paying teams salary. Do you have any idea how many people who don't even know what day trading is will come over just because of the prospect that it's like, hey, you can make 50,000 a year just playing Chart Raiders on an esports team. And we're gonna have like 10 teams and like 50 people running this on salary when we have the money to do it. Is it free? Yep, 100% free. Paid matches are not free, of course, because paid matches are what you have to enter your paid match and there's a prize pool. But you can also grind free matches, by the way, Equilibrium. You can go like this. Like, we have 3 match types. We have one-on-one. So like, you want to do a $10 ticket and right now I'm in a party of 4. So like, let's kick these people out. You know, because that would be an $80 match, right? I just want to do simple. I'm just going to kick 3 people out, go back to one-on-one, 2 entrants, 1 versus 1. $10 ticket. There's 2 people who have $10 tickets. Prize pool is $20. First place gets $20. Okay. So like, the prize pool, of course, you have to enter that and pay money to get into that because you're winning money in there, right? There's sponsored, which is a free to enter, and you can earn what we call raid coin, which is our in-game currency. And then you can buy tickets with raid coin as well. Like, you can go to the shop and you'll see, like, here's a $10 ticket. It costs 100 raid. You can go and buy a ticket after grinding the free mode. If you grind enough wins and shit like that to get yourself into a paid match, $10 ticket. Or you could go here, which is our bigger matches. Like, you can see here, this is got 69 out of 75 people filled. Take your $10 ticket. First place, you make $480. That's directly USDC right into your MetaMask. So like, yeah, you can like, look, you can go play free. You're just gonna have to grind your ass off, but that's also not a bad thing. That's good for people who are brand new to the industry and like, hey, I don't want to pay any money yet, but I want to go earn some, like, a free ticket by playing like 20 matches or something. Go do it. Perfect. We'll pay for that for you. We just help the community that way, you know, and then we take part of this. So like, say you had let's say we had 20 people enter a match. Like, we talked about this before. Let's say we have 20 people enter a match. Okay, everybody pays $10. So there's $20 in profit because we have a $1 profit per match per person. not only do we give away sponsored tickets like in here, but if you're using that, we also take our profits and put it back into this pool so people can go buy themselves free tickets. So even if we make $20 on a match, we really don't make $20. We have to pay for the data, we have to pay for salaries, and then we go and we take 10% of our company profits and we put it back into the community too. So we never truly make. But this is the point that I want people to understand, is this whole entire software has been made so that there's no fees, easy to end. We're reducing the barrier to enter day trading like fucking 99%. 99% we're reducing the barrier to entry. You want to be a free player, grind out matches, get your first ticket because you grinded for 2 weeks while you're learning. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. There's no fees, there's no purchase price. Go download the software, make an account, log in, start running sponsored matches. That's it, right? So like, that's the thing people need to realize. It's like we remove the barrier to entry at every single crossroad that we can for people. So like, I just want people to realize like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for streaming. So like people need to take it seriously, because I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity here for people. Like a lot. I think you're going to have household name streamers being built off of this architecture. And like we work on full legal pathways. So this isn't some product that's going away in a year or two because it's like, oh, they didn't operate legally. No, we have like 3-4 years of legal framework in this project as well. That's it for me today, everybody. That's it for the stream. Some ranting, a little bit of charting. Bitcoin just sitting here. We're waiting on the 15-minute level. Hit the one. I'll do a quick little breakdown here, see what else is going on. Current rat, how much time do we have left? Minute left on this. Okay. Are we hitting this 1 minute level yet? Yeah, we are. Are we hitting the 15? Are we reversing? Ooh, is it going to reverse? Okay, so that's a little bit of a bug. It didn't hit there, so that's good. Oh, it's not going to hit the reverse. It's actually pulling off. No way. Yo, it's actually pulling off the it's going to reverse the one now. Re-entry on the one. If we hit the rat, how much time is left? 33 seconds. Yo, as if it just front ran that. It's not enough yet. 5%. Okay. So my next stream is going to be Wednesday morning at like 6:30 a.m., something like that, 7 a.m., something like that. So I'm going to be streaming matches. So anybody who's ready to try REMM for the first time, I'm going to be playing a REMM match on Wednesday. I'm testing it out with the community. We can run some REMM matches. I'm super down to do that. Anybody else who wants to run matches, then let's do it. That's going to be my next stream for people to see a real match going on. And we're going to run some REMM matches. And I'm going to be updating the Discord community with these events. So you're going to be able to go into the Discord community, see the events. We also have Confused running events. He's going to be also running REMM matches and doing some social media stuff. We have iHevet running REMM matches. We're going to be making Discord community events. So right now we're really amping back up into getting the community involved. Look at the re on this. Let's see. Okay, everybody, that's it for me. I got to go and get ready for Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday streams. I got a ton of work to do. So thank you so much for coming to the stream. We are going to be giving everybody who early supported this project their rewards here over the next week. We're just organizing everything. On Wednesday, I will be hosting somebody after I'm done my stream. So if anybody wants to stream, feel free to set it up. I'm going to be picking a random name, no favoritism. I'm just going to look at who's streaming and be like, cool, who's streaming? Let me host them, right? Yeah, and so that's it. I'll see you all on Wednesday morning. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And don't forget, Friday, I'm going to be doing mentorship on stream. So come on Friday. If you can't come Wednesday or Thursday, make sure you come Friday, because I'm doing mentorship on stream, a bit of a deeper dive into some of the topics that people I think haven't seen yet. And I think that's going to be very valuable. Look at this, hit the wrap perfectly. Are we gonna go for the 15? Oh, I gotta wait and see. Are we actually reversing this? Maybe we can like crawl the level up. Are we actually gonna hold here? What? No, there's no way. Right? Like this has got it. Yep, there it is. There's the punch. Ooh, it broke through too. Like it punched through. It didn't just like creep through. It just punched through. So somebody single order slammed that. Somebody like got out of a short there, I think. Ooh, the small creep. It's not enough to hold it down. It's just like slowly creeping up the level. Oof. Notice how it's like going from green to red because you've got like some different pressure changes there happening. It's so exciting watching the candles when they get swapped. Oh, there's the green. It's literally flatline just trying to like go back and forth. You've got a little bit of a battle happening here. I wonder if it's gonna spike like crazy. What is gonna happen? Dude, really? It's frozen. It's literally frozen. Oh. Oh. Right at the top of its move, right at the top of the range to ladder down. Yo. Like any higher time frame like rat there? No, it's just like a straight move down, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh. There is no way. If this shorts here and just misses the ladder point. No, broke through. Snap this fucking thing through. It snapped that so quickly. Little pullback. It's just gonna crawl now. I don't even think it's gonna crawl. It's gonna start running, I think. I don't think there's gonna be much of a pull. Imagine it pulls back, gets entry here, and then moves up. Huh. Fun. Oh, it's still laddering this though, so it actually didn't deladder the move hourly. Oh, it actually hits that, like it doesn't, it deladders the move. Okay, so it went back test the ladder point. I wonder how, like imagine getting entry there. 11, 12 to rat. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to pull back. We're going to see what happens at this rat and this 15, but this is an optimistic hope to have shorted here and look for a pullback. That's optimistic. Okay, everybody, that's it for me. I will be back on Wednesday morning. Make sure that you come at least for Friday, but Wednesday I will see everybody then. Cheers, yo.